Hey everyone, this is Juicy here. If you guys haven't noticed something different, it's my face. I decided to show my face because after watching the videos, I noticed that the videos weren't as interactive or engaging just because you're pretty much seeing what I'm showcasing on my screen. So at least with you guys seeing my face, it's a little bit more interactive. You can look at me while I'm explaining things. So yeah, let me know if you guys prefer this, and if you guys don't like to see my face, let me know as well. No hard feelings. And for this video, one of the things I wanted to explain or get into is passive income. Now, Graham Stephan made a video 2 days ago about passive income. He did a really good job explaining, basically the basics and the types of options or methods to get passive income with cryptocurrencies, whether that's staking, proof of work, as well as leveraging certain cryptocurrency protocols. So I want to go a little bit more in depth. He did disclose, I guess at the end, he was making like $60 to $70 a day, which is pretty good. But I wanted to give you guys more information on ways to stake. Now, if you guys don't know this already, there is a really good website called stakingrewards.com. It gives you a breakdown. So what you see here is the top 10 crypto assets by stake value. Now, some of these, I guess you can say APRs are pretty good. Definitely better than banks. You can see some are in the double digits. Now, one of the things I do want to mention that he mentioned as well, with the cryptocurrencies, you can get decent amounts. This is Ethereum, but he did mention that a lot of the stable coins, you get pretty good APY. Now, I'm going to show you, I guess, USDC or Tether. I do recommend probably sticking with USDC and not Tether. Tether's been having a lot of issues, a lot of, I guess you can say, controversies that are showing up. But I mean, look right here. There is a swap protocol, and you can earn 45.99%. Now that's extremely high. It seems too good to be true, so I would take side precaution and try to figure out what exactly this does and how it does it. But if you have some money that you want to try this, I recommend it. It's not financial advice, but I'm showcasing you guys, ways for you guys to learn as well as to do your own research. So this is one of the methods that I've learned when it comes to staking. So definitely take some time, explore this website. Hopefully it gives you really good insight on staking with certain cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. Now, if you want to earn passive income, not just by staking, but going, I guess, a level down or more in depth, where it comes to actually having your own validator node, but you're not really technically prowess using like Linux. One thing I do recommend too, and I'm not sponsored by them, this is just me sharing the knowledge, is a website called Allnodes. Now, what Allnodes does is it's a staking service where you can essentially stake or host a node. You pay a very, very reasonable amount, and you will most likely put in your staking coins, and you will earn income or passive income from that. Now, when it comes to these services, I do highly recommend that you understand who is the custodian of the keys. For example, if they own the private key, or even the withdrawal key, if they get compromised, or if that node gets compromised, the hacker could potentially have that private key or that custodian key, and then they can completely withdraw all the funds. I believe with Allnode, you as the user are the custodian of the withdrawal key, and they have they are the custodians as well as responsible for the private key. So granted, if something happens to the node, the hacker may be able to go in there, stop the node and do all those things, but they won't be able to withdraw the funds. So since you have the withdrawal address and the key, you should be fine. But I do recommend you definitely check this website out, get to learn more about staking and things like that. So this is one website. Definitely go into the Discord, ask these type of questions, and do your own research. But I'm just trying my best to, show you guys, what I would do or look into. Now, if you are dead set on, being hands-on, I do recommend you check out my Rocket Pool thoughts and video. That one I kind of get into explaining on my experience and what I've gone through when it comes to actually managing the node. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They'll recommend you guys check out allnodes.com. This is just a good way to figure out and learn about staking. If you're not, technically savvy, or you're not comfortable using Linux and terminal commands, staking rewards. If you want to learn more about opportunities of potentially staking your coins, because who knows, maybe you have Solana, maybe you have Polkadot, maybe you have some of these coins and it's just sitting there. It's better that you guys put it in somewhere where you can earn rewards, and because that'll be more ideal than you just holding on to it. You might as well make passive income or make more of the coin that you have purchased and that you believe in. Now, another thing I kind of want to bring up is, like I made a video on the LooksRare, and we were able to get the staking rewards. Let me just quickly switch to Ethereum here, right? So you can see here that I staked my Ethereum, or my Looks token, and the APR is pretty good, right? It's at 300, but what I did not know and what was really cool is that there's actually some wrapped ETH that I am receiving from this. So what you can see here, right, is I have 152, and I actually can collect 0.06 worth of Ethereum, which is currently worth almost $200. So that's a huge win. I'm pretty happy and stoked. So I hope you guys also, for the folks that did watch my video on this and stake their coins or stake their Looks token, yeah, I hope you guys came successful as well on this. Now, another one that I have staked that I've been sharing too is my GMX. This one's been doing well. Let me just quickly switch over to the Arbitrum network, and this one you can see that the value of my GMX is I think lower than what I previously had, but my current total rewards, because I've been compounding, it's been doing really well. So this has been what the current of my current total rewards, and I compounded this the beginning of the month. So pretty much I've already made $316. I'm pretty happy about that. And then another staking thing that I've done, and I made a video about this when it comes to the unboxing, was Helium. Now I have my Helium Bobcat miner in the living room, facing or the antenna is right by the window, broadcasting. And as of now, I've made 0.08 amount of helium. I will say I make pretty much 0.01 helium per day. I will say that is pretty low, as well as pretty disappointing to see, just because of the amount of time I've been waiting for my helium Bobcat miner to come, and then I was anticipating it to be a little bit better. Now I think there might be various factors, the reason why my Helium miner isn't doing so well. One is I have a new condo construction being built in front of my apartment, so it's more than likely that my antenna, or at least my Bobcat miner, is not in the most optimal area or situation. I'm actually very tempted to move it over to my desk, which is facing another window, and it's pretty much more open. So the condo that's being constructed is pretty much hypothetically, blocking a lot of the broadcast. So it may be better that I put it somewhere where, there's no building completely in front of me that will block it. So I might move it. I might not. I might just give it a couple days just to see. I know in the beginning it has to sync, so I'm just closely monitoring it. But I'm pretty disappointed with the Helium mining rig. I would hope or expect it to pay less for this, so that's the main reason why. If this Helium miner was maybe like, I don't know, like $150 or $200, I think that'll be a little bit more reasonable. And to be honest, I'm pretty positive the amount of money to actually build this wouldn't cost more than $200. That's just my opinion. But just seeing the build quality, where it's super light, it's very plasticky, researching the antennas that I can purchase to upgrade the Bobcat miner, I think it's pretty disappointing so far. But I'm still gonna turn it on. It's gonna generate me passive income, but it's pretty disappointing. I think I've only made like $3 from it, so I have to wait probably like, I don't know, maybe like 5 months or 6 months, and I gotta evaluate how much money that is based on the Helium token price at the time. But yeah, I might buy a switch to move it over to my desktop, to broadcast it somewhere at a different position. And then another thing I'm thinking about too is, like, once I can purchase a new antenna based on the amount of money I have mined or profited from the Bobcat miner, then I might buy a better antenna for that. So that's another option to potentially increase my reach, or the broadcast range of the Bobcat miner. But I've also seen a lot of Discord, within their Discord, of like how insane and absurd like these antennas that people are like installing on like their rooftops. Those are like the professional people. Me, I just have that little dinky antenna. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to go over here is, so this is what I was talking about, where if you're very technical, tech savvy, and you know how to use terminal commands, mainly from like Linux or Ubuntu, you can pretty much manage a Rocket Pool node. Now, Rocket Pool nodes are pretty easy to manage. I think that's the biggest thing is just setting it up. Once you do have it set up, you gotta check pretty much these two and this almost every single day. So if this is red and has numbers, if this has red has numbers, then you definitely need to look up how to update either the OS, or there's a new version of Rocket Pool that you need to install. Now after that, one thing you also need to closely monitor is the desk space, because if it goes a certain amount or over exceeds, you're potentially at risk of your node failing, because there's no more space for the disk to write. Majority of the disk space is from the, I guess, Ethereum 1 version. The ETH 2 version is pretty good and pretty solid, so you gotta do a lot of pruning. So showcasing here how much I've been earning. I started this node maybe the beginning of the New Year's. So as you can see, 1.16 Ethereum, and right now I've currently earned 56 RPL tokens, and I'm getting some more within 7 days. This is the approximate amount. So this is good money. It's free money. It's passive income. Maybe later on in another video I'll like calculate how much money I am making. I think right now would be a good time to calculate it, just because the market kind of tanked, and we're not really riding a wave, so it's not really it'll be a little bit more realistic to showcase how much money I am making via passive income. But I mean, I can confidently tell you right now, based on these nodes that I've made, I don't know, a month ago, there's a OS token called Ethereum. I make $30 a day. I'm staking in a thing called Alchemist. I make 25. I am staking in Polkadot as well, which I'm currently making $14 approximately. The GMX stuff, I'm making 47.13. I think it'll be safe to assume I'm making like $50 a day, just based on what I'm seeing so far. 0.7 Ethereum, as well as 24 Ripple per day. So I think this is a pretty good amount and pretty accurate. I think the Ripple might go lower, just because what I've been seeing so far is the amount of RPL tokens that I've been receiving per, I guess, the rewards checkpoint has decreased. I believe the initial one I got I believe it was 25, and then it went to 20, and then 17, and now it's at 13. So it tells me that more validator nodes are popping up. Hence, due to that, the less amount of RPL tokens is decreasing, which, yeah, it sucks, but it's also a good sign. It's telling me that there are more validator nodes coming about, which means there's more Ethereum being staked. And if you guys don't know, that means people are staking their Ethereums, which means hypothetically they need to buy more, or they need to essentially use Ethereum within the exchange and broker. So there is, I guess you can say, hypothetically, a want or a desire to have more Ethereum. So yeah, so wanted to showcase, give you little tidbits on what you can potentially learn when it comes to staking. I hope this was helpful in regards of some guidance on if you guys wanted to stake. There's really two good resources here that I recommend. One is the staking rewards. Another one is the all nodes. If you're not really tech savvy, this one is just how to stake. If you really want to go into making your own node, I do recommend looking into Rocket Pool. And even with Rocket Pool, I'm not telling you to buy Ethereum and buy the RPL tokens. Rocket Pool has a really good testnet that you can test things out, get your hands dirty, and you don't necessarily need to actually have RPL tokens as well as Ethereum. If you go on their testnet, then you can essentially use like a faucet to essentially test it out. So actually, let me help you guys out. Rocket Pool, staking. Oh, I think I saw their website. Yeah, so stake.rocketpool.net is pretty much their website. I would go to their staking guides, and let's see if there is a way for you guys testing Rocket Pool on the testnet. Here you go, right? So I would recommend, if you want to get your hands dirty, this would be a good place to start. This is where you can, I don't know, if you actually have a physical Ubuntu or Linux box and you want to test it out, this is where to go. Get your hands dirty, understand the commands, understand how to maintain, the sizes and all that things. This would be a good starting point. and there's no harm, no foul. If you mess up, you can and you're stuck, you can wipe it out. I do recommend, do not, and I swear to God, yeah, here we go, right? Do not use real ETH on the mainnet, right? You can get free testnet Ethereum as well as testnet RPL tokens, and that is the point for you guys to learn, as well as to make sure that things are working accordingly. Please try this out if you really want to get your hands dirty. I think once you are very confident, then you can try going or migrating over to the mainnet. One thing I do recommend too is when you do these type of things, especially when you get free RPL tokens or the free Ethereum tokens through the testnet, best practice is send a little, send a fraction of what you get. Now, if it goes through and it works, no harm, no foul, then transfer over the rest. If you have this type of mentality where you send everything over and you lose everything, that's going to be huge when you actually do this in real life with your actual Ethereum or RPL tokens or whatever coin that you decide to use. So do recommend this website if you guys want to learn. I will put all the 3 websites I guess in the description, so you guys can follow through. Hopefully this is helpful. Please, if you have any questions, comment. I'm more than happy to help where I can. But yeah, and then another thing too is I play video games on Twitch here and there, so if feel free to swing by over there to give me a follow. So thank you guys for your time. I do really appreciate it. I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Juicy out.